Hello everybody. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing the new Hogwarts Legacy trailer and the obvious hype, and obvious concerns that I have for that new game, especially considering it's coming from Warner Brothers. Please like the video and please subscribe. You can always unsubscribe later. And here I go on my rant. So I have to say, it definitely feels like the video game industry been reading my mind lately, because I've been thirsting for a Hogwarts game, not like those fucking crappy EA like cum-rag fucking video games that they released back in the days I don't want to fucking talk about anymore, back when people had misconceptions about video game movies and video, you understand what I'm trying to say. I can't fucking reverse it. But I have been waiting for this fucking game for years. From the days of the PC Harry Potter games, like the Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets and shit, with chasing the jelly beans around and stuff. Oh my fucking god. Those were the best games. You could play fucking Quidditch, get the Nimbus 2000 and stuff. Every video game since those video games has sucked because of EA. They've just fucking sucked. I can't do it. Personally, I find it fucking insulting that it even took them this long to make an open world Harry Potter game. Okay? And honestly, from the trailer, watching the trailer, concerns. Is that gameplay or is that pre-rendered? I watched it a couple times, but I can't see, I'm yet to find something that says pre-rendered or something like that. Not that that matters anymore, they're gonna lie to our faces anyways if it is. But, is it a multiplayer game or is it a single player game? It better be a fucking single player game. Or at least co-op. I don't want that Division vibe where I see random people walking around and stuff. I enjoyed a little bit of a Division and shit, but I don't want Hogwarts to be a hub. Please do not make this a live service. Please do not make this a live service. I'm 95% sure it's a single player game, but you know how these corporations be these days. They'll make something single player and then they'll look at it and be like, you know what? We can bleed this out. Let's piss off the fans. Let's piss off the fans and make this a live service, Like the new Avengers game. They could have made a great, just plain single-player co-op Avengers game, but they really wanted to focus on the multiplayer and customization aspects and stuff. And I don't know. That game didn't really build up. That game was decent, but it didn't really build up like I wanted it to. So yeah. If it could recapture the magic of games that I could run on my Windows 98, by the way, which is even more shocking that they made games that ran on the Windows 98 that had more content than the EA games that they released later on with better graphics and shit, And I enjoy the fact that it's a prequel. Maybe we'll fucking see some of the aspects that we didn't get to see in the movies or the books. You know what I mean? I'm honestly curious how involved J.K. Rowling is with this, because she kind of makes some iffy decisions sometimes. But either way, if it could at least please bring back the jelly beans. Please bring back the jelly beans. That was one of the best aspects, collecting those jelly beans, or the jelly bean room, jumping around and stuff. And I'm a little concerned with the mechanics. This better not be a button mash thing where I just tap triangle a bunch of times for one spell, or tap square a bunch of times and just fucking spray it like it's a fucking machine gun. Wands aren't machine guns. Yeah, so, honestly, that is where my major concerns lie with this. I want to be hype. Okay? And honestly, I was surprised how hype I was after the trailer, because I thought I was gonna watch it and I thought it was gonna look like a fucking mobile game or some shit like that, or it wasn't what they, the title. I would have chosen a different title, Hogwarts Legacy. It sounds like a fucking mobile game. But my concerns mostly, alright, I'm gonna tell you the reason why I was hyped. Because the trailers, they brought back a narrator. So the story starts with a narrator in the trailer and stuff, which, being one of the people who played the old Harry Potter games, that's amazing. Because that guy's voice narrating the story and talking about Harry Potter was in his room and locked in his room because of the Dursleys and all that fucking shit was awesome. Was awesome. But, like, does anyone else feel like they chose to shoot a lot of the environments, just the environments in the trailer? You know, they didn't show much of the intricacies of... Please, just copy Persona 5. Just copy Persona 5 and reskin it into a Harry Potter game. That's it. Okay, if this game doesn't accomplish that, then it's not a Harry Potter game, nor is it a magic going to school game, you know? Or it won't capture that feeling of getting the letter in the mail and showing up to the school and stuff. Like, the more I think about it, honestly, my paranoia is kicking in. My PTSD from being screwed over by Battlefield 5 and Mass Effect Andromeda is really leaking into my brain right now, causing some poisons. But I'm just thinking, like, the mechanics. The reason why the old Harry Potter games were great was because you could use wands for specific, or spells for specific things, you know? And this game looks beautiful from the trailer if it's actually what's from the game. And I'm more concerned with, they could have a gorgeous game, but it could still have mechanical issues, you know? Like Red Dead Redemption, it did not need to be that realistic. It did not need to be that realistic. I don't need to be slow walking through the fucking inside environments like some slug, okay? And if this Harry Potter game is just, you go to the class, you do some quick time event, you leave that class, you're not using any of the stuff you learned in that class, it's just a class, you know? Or building up the relationships between you and other students. Like, and another thing, they better get the sorting hat right, okay? I don't want to be just put in Hufflepuff. I'm not a Hufflepuff, okay? I'm a moody fuck, okay? I need to be in Slytherin, okay? And, like, they better get the dorm rooms right. Just think about the replayability, okay? You get sorted into a house, and you play the whole year in that house. Then you finish the game, and you can restart the game and be in a different fucking house if you wanted to. Please go with the Persona 5 Mass Effect vibe with this, where you make dialogue choices. It better not just be bare bones, okay? If this game is fucking bare bones, this video will be much angrier next time. I will be much more furious if they fuck this up. I've been waiting a decade for this shit, alright? A decade. Not to mention, this game should have came out on the Xbox 360 fucking era if they had any competence whatsoever. But it didn't. So here we are. Like I am hype. But I'm reserving myself from the hype a little bit. Just specifically because of all the times we've been fucked over. And the trailer looks good, but I didn't really see the depth of the game. And you can say, like, well, maybe they just didn't want to reveal a lot of stuff. You can make excuses for them and whatnot, but these days I want to see what you're doing. I want to really see what you're doing. Like, they should release gameplay for this just to ease, like, the fans' concerns, because, like, yeah, because I don't want to button mash base level Harry Potter game. I want some depth. I want to be able to talk to students. I want to be able to talk to teachers. I want to read secret locations. You know, I want to use specific spells and potions for specific things. It shouldn't just be like, okay, I can use this spell for anything. You know, I want there to be environments that are actually interesting, puzzle environments, you know? And yeah, I need to stop myself before I add another 20 minutes onto this video. So, what do you guys think of Hogwarts Legacy? If you like it, let me know. If you guys have any information on the game, comment in the comments, because I honestly haven't been looking that much up in regards to actual details about the game. This is just my reaction. But if you guys decide to subscribe, please subscribe. If you like the video, and I should be posting more rant videos in the future, because that is 90% of what I do. Anyways, see ya.